Hello traders and welcome in a new daily market analysis video. Today is the 10th of May and this video is brought to you by the market research team at BO Prime. Basically, during yesterday's sessions, we didn't have many movements in the forex markets, especially on the dollar index, the euro, as well as the pound. We had some great and huge movements on the stock markets, the indices, of course, driven by a higher volatility or the fear index. Why did this happen and what do we expect during today's trading sessions? All of this will be discussed in today's video. Please stay tuned. While recording this video, it's now 9 a.m. GMT time. We just had some great news from the German ZEW economic sentiment for the month of May. The reading is actually higher than the forecast and higher than the previous month. This is basically for May. Going forward, we do have the Energy Information Administration short-term energy outlook expected to be announced today, as well as a couple of speeches from the FOMC members, which should be basically important to understand what the monetary policy will be during the upcoming meetings during this year. That was all for the economic agenda for today. Let's have a quick look on the technical analysis and the charts. As we mentioned, the dollar index basically still trades around the roughly the previous levels or the levels that we had yesterday around the 103.80. What seems to me on the 30 minutes time frame is that we are having this upward price channel. However, the dollar index is not quite able to continue the move to the upside. What I'll be waiting for during today's trading day is basically a break below the downward level of the price channel, and basically more preferably a break below the levels of 103.39. This is something that I'll be looking for, which is basically this level 103.39 exactly. Whenever we have a lower low just below this level, of course we'll be waiting for a BCR, a break, a close, and a retest. We will basically extend the movement to the downside to target the levels of 102.50. This is something that we will be looking for during today. On the medium term, medium and the long term, we're still basically bullish on the dollar index. However, on the very short term today, we might have a good short opportunity. On the other hand, the euro is still basically trading in a sideways range between or just above the levels of support that we mentioned, 1.0470. Basically, we do expect a continuation of the sideways range, and we might see an upward movement of around 50 to 60 pips to the upside to retest the levels of resistance 1.0640 roughly. This upward movement on euro should be supported by the downward movement that we are expecting on the dollar index. The pound basically is still on the 30 minutes time frame. We are still having this sideways movement. We did have a retest to the levels of resistance 1.2411. We do expect a continuation to the sideways range. Basically, any upward movement or whenever we end this correction should be a good opportunity to short the pound versus the US dollar. The euro versus the pound is basically still trading below the current levels of resistance 0.86. We are looking for an upward movement during the day. On the 30 minutes time frame, we are having this sideways range. We are losing the upward or the bullish momentum. However, the last swing to the upside is highly expected to touch the levels of 0.86 and then continue the move to the downside. So yes, we are waiting for a short opportunity. However, a little bit too early to short at the moment. Would be more or preferably around the levels of 0.86. This is what we will be looking for. The pound versus the Japanese yen is basically around very good levels of support, around the levels of 160. We are having this bullish divergence to the upside. We will be waiting for some bullish price action to form here and continue the move to the upside, or basically start the move to the upside to target the previous highs of 164 roughly. This should be 164. Very good areas of interest on the pound versus the Japanese yen. We mentioned during yesterday's video that we will be having a downward move on gold trading to target the levels of 150. We had this brilliant move. However, it seems to me that we will not be able to break below the 1850 levels at the moment. So during the day, we might have an extended move to the upside on the gold trading to target the levels of 1870. That was all for today's daily market analysis video. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next videos. Please stay safe.